addition to the Lime Shop SC fleet. I currently have a club car, electric golf cart with a 100 amp big battery in it from bigbattery.com. That's been my main workhorse for a long time. I've had it about 6 years. And then I built the Predator rat rod that I still have. And I have another golf cart that I'm gonna build on this channel as well. It's gonna be another electric golf cart. So I'm gonna be selling something in the near future. I'm probably gonna sell the Predator rat rod and just have 2 electric golf carts and this whole thing here. If it's worth the crap, you know. This is a 2006 Yamaha Rhino 450. I don't know much about it. I've had it about 4 days, 3 days, and it runs all right. I mean, 4-wheel drive works in. I took it through a little mud hole. It pulled itself out. It's got some nice little LED lights on it. Got a little radio. I'm gonna do a walk around on it in a minute. And you ask how I got this or why I got this. Well, I had an old boat, which I'll insert some pictures here. And the old boat needed a lot of work that I wasn't willing to put into it. And I put it up for trade on Marketplace or for sale. Somebody hit me up and asked me if I wanted this Rhino. And it was running. I was like, you know, I can get some money out of that if I need to. Or I can keep it if I like it. And this is my first side-by-side I've ever had. I've never owned a side-by-side. They've always been too expensive to me. And this thing here is rough around the edges, it's clapped out. But, you know, for what it is, pretty much free to me because I wasn't going to do nothing with that boat. I was actually thinking about scrapping it if I couldn't sell it. You know, I'm happy. So I'm gonna do a little walk around and show you what I got. All right, don't mind the Lime Shop. She's a little messy right now, but there it is. 2006 Yamaha Rhino. Got some cool LED lights on it. It's got the light bar, 50-inch. Got the little pod lights. I didn't think the headlights worked till about 10 minutes ago. I found out they worked. The guy said he did some kind of special paint on this, some Crayola paint or some, I don't know what he was saying. It feels like a rattle can paint job to me. He showed me some pictures of this thing when he got it. It was real rough. Said he changed the seats on it. Those are $20 seats off of Amazon Prime, I believe. Got a hole in the floor right there. Parking brake don't work. Just got the regular dash. It's got this cool little radio in it. It works, but I'm gonna change it out. Got a couple toggle switches here, run some lights. Yeah, got a little work bed in there. She's pretty sick, man. Essentially for free to me. And it rides. It rides 10 times better, believe it or not, than my golf carts do. Because it's got independent suspension all the way around. It's got a little winch on the front that does work. It goes out, but it does, or it goes in, but it does not extend out by the button. So you can unlock it and wheel it out and do it like that if you want to. But the winch does work. Old seat belts are ratty. I don't know. This thing's been, I don't know if it was sitting somewhere, broke down, and I don't know. I don't know nothing about it. I got a bill of sale on it. So I could just leave it like it is and probably sell it. But I'm going to tear into it. Just see what the oil looks like. Dude changed the rear CV axle on it. We put a new CV axle in there. Probably should have did the front too, but you know, got some wires hanging down. Yeah. It's got a little, it's kind of loud. But from what I've read online, these things are loud. Anyhow. So, as you see it, you know, I don't know. I don't know nothing about it. I'm going to start tearing it down and looking at it and see. It's got some vibration and stuff. I'm just going to see if I can tighten some things up. Just look at it, you know. And we're going to do it together. So we're going to start by pulling these seats off. There's a little lever right here. You lift it up. The seat comes off like that. Now, on the driver's side, that lever's not there. So I had to figure it out. I'm going to show y'all. See, the lever's not there. But if you look, that little spring right there, you pull on that, you work that, you pull it out like this, and it releases the latch. And that thing comes out. I'll probably end up trying to fix that as well. I already pulled these seats off one time. Just to poke around in there and look. I'm going to show y'all. It's got a loose boot already on the air intake. So I'm going to show you that real quick. Right here. Not even connected all the way. So I got you mounted in the back of the golf cart now, or the side by side. I'm gonna start taking this middle piece off. I'm not sure what it consists of or how much it's gonna be to take it off, and I ain't got my power drills with me right now because they're at my neighbor's house. So I was doing some work over there. So we're gonna do it the old fashioned way. Looks like I got 2 Phillips head screws right here. And there you go. Looks like we got a little air intake right here. So it's got like 3 or 4 air intakes. I think it's got like a snorkel on it or something. Haven't watched any videos on how to get this off or nothing, so bear with me. Just winging it. There you go. Alright, so here we are. So the guy I got it from told me that it did a little bit of work to it. I'm looking at a fresh oil filter, it looks like. Looks like a new cylinder head as well. So I don't know how much work they did to it. Looks like it's got a fresh carburetor, kind of. I'm gonna show it to you. So that oil filter looks fairly fresh. That cylinder head right here looks fairly fresh as well. Let's go around the other side. First, let me check the oil. Got a little dipstick right here. I guess it's good. I don't know. I'm gonna get a daggum rag and check it a little bit. I mean, so far it's looking pretty good. Got a new fuel pump on it. That carburetor don't look that old either. But that's unplugged for some reason. The emergency brake ain't working either. I'm gonna look into that. I don't know what this is. Some kind of vent or something. See if I can take this air filter off real quick. The air filter don't look that bad either. I mean, looks like the guy might have told me the truth. I mean, I don't know really what I'm looking at here. I guess it's a 450 engine. This vent right here, some kind of vent for a crankcase or something. That thing looks like it could pop right off of there. It does. That's where my clutches are. I don't know how hard it is to get this cover off. I don't reckon it'd be that hard. I can pretty much reach all the way around it. Oh, I don't think I'm gonna mess with it tonight. Got my spark plug. Oh, look at that. The ignition just come right on out of there. See if I can put that back together real quick. Probably gonna need that, huh? Now I've been getting a little bit of sputtering. This very well could be the reason why. This here's my ignition coil wire. I mean, it looks pretty good. Other than this right here. Looks like I can trim this a little bit. I'm gonna trim that just a little bit. Trim off about a 1/4 inch. So it looks like there's some corrosion in there. If you don't know how these work, not all of them are like this, but a lot of them are. A lot of them are molded pieces together. But this one here, it's got a little prong in there. What you do is stick it on here like this, and you twist it on. That's how I do it, at least. It kind of like screws into that wire. That's your ignition wire. See, it's a little tighter now. I mean, I could rip that out of there, but she's pretty snug. And you got to put that back on so it clicks, and that's that. You got some cooling lines heading up front. I'm gonna try to tighten up this little boot right here. I'm gonna tighten this boot up. Let's see here. It looks like a temperature sensor or something. I mean, I'm impressed that this thing's got a new head on it. Our new cylinder wall. New head. That's a pretty clean head right here. Okay. This is your valve body, I think. So that tells me somebody's been in that motor. And if somebody's been in that motor to do that much, then that's probably A-okay. Or it could be dead wrong, I don't know. They didn't know what they was doing. I'm gonna tighten up them boots real quick, and then I'm gonna crank it up. And it's got some kind of rattles that I don't really care for, but that just might be what it is. You know, I mean, I don't know. This thing's got some kind of fan right here, and surely that ain't supposed to go in the water. But all the vents on it go above that level, so maybe it don't matter if it goes in the water or not. Not that I'm gonna be burying this thing or nothing. But I'm gonna tighten them up, and then we'll get a video of it running. Now this vent right here is for the clutches. It's not the air intake. The air intake's right here. So everything's pointing to me that this thing can go under some water. Now, I don't know what the depth of the water it can go under is. I don't know put some Kono Cruel on it, come on. I don't know if, I've seen some videos of these things in water up to here, you know what I mean? So, we're gonna need a nut driver for that. I don't know which one it is, so I brought a handful. But what I was saying is, I've seen some videos, it's not a 3/16. quarter, probably a quarter. Yeah. So I've seen some videos of this thing underwater. Or not this one, but these machines, these Yamaha Rhinos underwater and running like a top. So apparently they're made to swim a little bit. Not that I'll ever make it swim, but it's nice to know that if you want to, you can. I know you really can't see what I'm doing, but I'm basically just tightening up a strap. And that ain't the right size either. Just got her snug. Try the one I put in here. This is another quarter. I mean, the quarter kind of fits it, but I think she's just so old and wore out. That strap right there. And it was looking like it might take a Phillips in too. Let's see if the old Phillips will go in there. I'm taking a small Phillips. Okay. So I got that back on there pretty nice and tight. Alright, we're gonna look at this one here. Now this one here looks like it is a small Allen wrench. Put some chrono coil on that. Let me get my Allen wrenches. Okay, that's back tight again. I'm gonna go ahead and snug up these other ones since they, I don't know how tight they need to be, but now the guy gave me a new clutch belt, and I'm thinking maybe he was planning on doing the clutches, or doing the clutch belt, but he didn't probably want to tear this apart. He's about where I'm at. If it's running, I don't think I'm gonna tear it apart either. I'm not gonna mess with that too much. I don't know what that is. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna fire this thing up and see what she looks like. Sounds like it's got an engine knock, which is very well made. I didn't actually check the oil level on it. Might be burning some oil. I mean, I don't know. It's running. I don't know what it's supposed to sound like. I've never had one of these. And it might not be an engine knock, it might just be what it sounds like, I don't know. I'm gonna get a rag and check the level on this oil. Now this dipstick says 5GH, whatever that means. So I'm gonna just drop it in real quick and see if I got anything on there. So it's looking like it's low on oil, so that could be an issue. I drop it in and not hardly anything on the stick. It could be because I just cranked it up, but there should be something on the stick. Let's see here. I screwed her in. Let's see if she's got anything on her now. You screw her in and she's got some oil on her. So now I'm about to get on the internet and Google how to check the oil on the Yamaha Rhino 450. I'm not even sure if this is a 450. That's just what the guy told me. I don't know how to tell between a 450 and a 650 or the 700s. It runs slow like a 450. You can tell it's winding the motor out, you know, at about 28, 30 miles per hour. And it's got these big old knobby tires on it that are not factory. These old ITP mud boggers, 27 by 10 by 12. We got a little dry rod on them. Probably slapped full of like fix-it-flat or something. I don't know. So I checked the oil correctly. You're not supposed to screw it back in. You're supposed to just unscrew it, drop the dipstick in, and then see what you got on there. And it looks like she's dry, or dry air, you know. So that tells me one or two things. Either it's got an oil leak that I haven't seen yet, which I don't think it does, or it's burning a significant amount of oil, which it's not smoking, so I don't know what's up with that. Or either the guy just didn't check the oil or something or do an oil change. Now it says it takes 10W40 wet clutch oil, which I don't currently have any of that, I don't think. I may have some like 10W30 Honda oil for the four-wheeler, wet clutch oil. If I do, then that's what I'm going to put in it. But if I don't, I'm going to put whatever I got in it right now, just to see if that engine knock goes away or what have you. I'm probably going to do a complete oil change on it anyhow. I mean, that oil filter looks pretty fresh, but it's not showing the right amount of oil to me on the dipstick. We're going to double check it. So you just drop it in like so. You pull her out. Okay, I don't know if you can see that, but it ain't got much on it. It's right on the tip there. So I'm gonna see what I got in the oil cabinet. And I'm gonna throw a quart of oil in it. See what happens. So turns out it looks like I got about half a quart of 10W40 4-stroke oil. And 5W30 I'm gonna throw in there as well. And any of y'all watching saying this dude don't know what he's doing, you're 100% right. If that fixed that little knock or whatever, I'll be very impressed. I doubt it did. That's probably why the guy traded me up for the boat, which I wasn't doing nothing with the boat anyhow. So let's see. And you're like, uh-oh, he done messed it up. No, the radio stayed on last night and the battery died. That's why I got the jump pack in the back. So I gotta jump it off. And if you're ever interested in buying a jump pack, the NOCO brand is one of the best brands. I've had this jump pack for about 6 years. It's a GB70, 2,000 amps. This is one that can crank a diesel, so they say. Now this jump pack was also about $400, $200 to $400 back then. I think you can get them a little cheaper now. Sounds better, but maybe that's just me. I don't know. I'm gonna put a little more oil in it. Screw it. And she got some oil on the stick now. I'm about to do right now is I'm gonna put this driver's seat on. I'm gonna drive it down the road without that hood on there and just see what it sounds like and looks like. It's dark outside. I'm gonna take y'all with me though. And we're gonna go from there. Probably shouldn't even be taking it down the road with that kind of oil I put in there, but you know what? I do what I want. This thing's got a cool little sick light right here. Let's see here. Got our neutral. Also, the emergency brake don't work on it. I want to try to get that fixed. Right, here we go. Chalk back there. Alright, so here we are, back at the shop. I buttoned it back up. That motor, it's rough. It sounds like it's got like a low end knock or whatever. I don't know what it is. The reason why I cut the video off riding down the road is because my neighbor was exercising. He was walking or whatever, and I stopped and talked to him for a minute. But yeah, you know, I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, it might be a cooked motor. I mean, it's running right now. A motor rebuild kit for this thing is like $1,100, $1,600. I don't know. I Googled it the other day. You know, I think this thing's got some good bones on it. I don't know if it'd be worth rebuilding the motor or not, because then, you know, your axles will be next. But, I mean, everything's working. I'm thinking I'm just going to drive it until it pops. And that could be next week. Could be tomorrow. Could be 5 years from now. I don't know. I mean, I'm not I'm not going to be out there hot rodding it too much. It does pretty good so far. Surging a little bit. I don't know why it's surging. And it don't do it every time. You know what I mean by surging is it's like, you know. And it ain't really a bad surge. You know, I don't know. I had a boat that needed $5,000 to $10,000 worth of work that I was not going to put into it. And I had it up for sale, and nobody was giving me any offers or anything on it. And then this dude here offered me this, and it was running. So I was like, let's run it then, you know. I might have got a piece of crap, which I probably did. But, you know, I've never had a side-by-side, and I like it so far. I'm going to look at motors tonight. I don't think I need a motor yet. I don't know. I mean, we'll see. But that's where we are. Here we are. Quick update. I decided that I'm gonna drop the oil on this thing. And I'm gonna add some heavy, thick oil. I'm gonna add some heavy, thick oil to it, right? That's an old snake remedy, snake oil, classic, you know. If you ever trying to sell a car or something, you got a rod knock or something like that, you know, I've never done it, but I've heard about it being done. You add a thicker oil to it, and what that does is it like cushions the loose bare ends or the loose rod, you know, just it gets it by, if you will. It's cold as crap right now because it's the next morning. So I decided, I'm about 100% sure that I'm gonna need to, of course it's not the 3/4. I'm in a hurry too because I got some other stuff to do today. And of course I didn't grab the 3/4 like I thought I did. I grabbed 11/16. So it probably is the 3/4. I decided that I'm gonna drain this oil, and it is 3/4 like I thought it was. I'm gonna drop this oil. She tight. Oh yeah, she's tight. I decided I'm gonna drop this oil and throw some thick stuff in there. And just play it by ear, see what happens. I mean, worst is gonna happen is I gotta rebuild this motor. And if I gotta rebuild this motor, it's not a big deal. I wasn't planning on doing that, but I mean, for a free side-by-side, essentially, it's got good bones. I can rebuild this motor for about, I can buy the kit for $1,100. And I'm not really a motor builder, don't claim to be, but you know, my dad has built a few motors and a few small engines. This is one I can do on the table. So I might end up trying it, you know. I mean, $1,100 for the rebuild kit, I don't reckon that's too bad. That's the bottom and top end. So, thing's on here tight as crap. Could be a sign too. Oh yeah, we got some oil in there. Don't look too bad. Alright. So it's got more oil in it than I thought it had. I just couldn't see it on the dipstick last night. I'm gonna run to O'Reilly's and I'm gonna get the 20W50 wet clutch oil. And I'm not changing the oil filter. I'm just gonna put that heavyweight oil in there. I don't know what size oil that is, what weight that is, but that's the plan. Then I got some other things to do today. All right, so here we are back in the truck. I'm leaving O'Reilly's Auto Parts. I didn't see this oil online at AutoZone or Advanced, but it's Lucas High Performance Motorcycle Oil, engine, transmission, primary, synthetic, SAE 20W50. It's the cheapest thick wet clutch oil they had. It meets the JSO MA2. You can see right there on the bottom. It was like a $11.99, I think. I think they had another one that was a little cheaper, but it didn't say JSO on it. And I believe that engine needs JSO oil, whatever that means. It's something to do with them wet clutches in there. So I don't know, man. We're gonna play it by ear. I'm gonna fill her up. I doubt it's gonna fix anything, but I'll know that it's got the right oil in it. Which, I mean, it's a little thicker oil now. That's me trying to cheat the system a little bit. But I'll know that it's got fresh oil in it. And maybe this thicker oil will quiet it down a little bit. You know, kind of cushion them bearings and them. So we'll see. I don't know. I mean, I'm just going to play it by ear. You'll see, we'll see. Alright, we're going to put this oil in. Got my old funnel with my tube on it. If you ain't got one of these, everybody needs one. It's good for working on small engines. Alright, so there you have it. Just added 3 quarts of 20W50 to this thing. It calls for 10W40. But being that the engine is in rough shape, I feel like what's going to happen is I blow it up and then I rebuild it, which I'm considering, because I do like the way this thing rides. It rides 100 times better than my golf cart ever did. Which I knew side-by-sides did that. I just never spent the money on one. And this was pretty much free. So we're going to see. I'm going to fire it up and let it oil settle. I'm going to check it real quick. And then I'm going to fire it up and see what it sounds like. It's probably going to sound exactly the same. And it might take a minute for it to do anything, or it might be immediate. I don't know. I've never really had to do this. So we'll see. Not gonna lie, I feel like it already sounds better. It might have been low on oil. I haven't revved it up yet. I'm gonna let that oil run for a second and get warmed up. But I was hearing a knock immediately before. I ain't hearing that now, so I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna rev it up and decide to put the seat back on, and I'm gonna give it a couple taps. It's definitely a change. I feel like that's an immediate change. We're gonna run it down the road, see what it sounds like now. Let me get my coat on. It's already sounding better, but I mean, that could just be because I'm wanting it to. Well, no, I kind of hear something. I don't know, it's hard to tell. I'm gonna run it. I'm gonna let it warm up a little more, and I'm gonna get down on it. definitely sounding better, but it ain't sounding good. I'm gonna run it till it blows.